Good day everyone, my name is Orlan Engreso, studying the program of Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Filipino. So in this video, we're going to compare again the Philippines and Nepal educational system. So the topics that are covered in this video are curriculum and curriculum making, curriculum process and development, course program and student prospectus, and linkages and networking. So without further ado, let's begin our discussion. So we're going to start in the curriculum and the curriculum making. So the Philippines has a national curriculum developed by the Department of Education or DepEd. So the schools in the Philippines are divided into kindergarten, elementary, high school, and senior high school, as also implemented in Abu Dhabi, Philippines. So the compulsory core subjects that are taught in the Philippines in both elementary and secondary schools are languages or mother tongue, um, mathematics, science, ICT, PE, and health. PE means physical education. So in senior high school, so the choice of the content track defines the content of the subject. So the student is the one who chooses the specialization track based on their aptitude, interest, and school provision. So just for example, like me, I want to become a teacher someday. So I choose the track of humanities and social sciences in senior high school. So the senior high school serves as the stepping stone of the students to be ready on their college life. So there are lots of tracks offered in the senior high school. Like in my school, we have general academic strand, humanities and social sciences, or another small. It's more about welding. So but there we have school provisions. So the tracks that offered in my school are based on the interest of the students around the community. So most of the students here in my community wants to become police, wants to become Bureau of Fire Management, or other courses that are available in our in our community. So we have school provisions in our schools. So, for example, if the students who wants to become a pilot someday, so he needs to study or he needs to choose the track of aeronautics. So since we're far away from the airport here, the schools in my community doesn't offer aeronautics. So that is one of the best example of the tracks that have a school provision. And also, the schools offer the track that based on the students' interest. So they don't offer tracks that there are only few students who wants to go in that track. So they must offer the general track that most of the students wanted. So for example, if the students wants to become a teacher, police, so the tracks they offer is humanities and social sciences. So those are the tracks that related on that kind of position. So they only offer the tracks that most of the students want, or the tracks that they offer is learner centered. So they are basing on the students they are basing on the students qualification, so that the tracks that they offer that really fits on the students wants. Okay, so that's the curriculum in the senior high school. So we have by the way, we have 4 years in lower secondary, which is grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10, and 2 years in senior high school. So that is the basic curriculum in the Philippines. So now, let's proceed to the curriculum making in the Philippines. So teachers as the curriculum implementers and developers. So they are the one who plan and writes the curriculum, and they are also the one who give the primary roles of the teacher. So in easy way or in easy word, they are the one who are the curriculum makers. Simply because the teachers are the one who knows the needs and wants in their community schools. So since the curriculum in the Philippines, focusing on the centered learning curriculum, the teachers are also offering or giving or plan the course or the tracks that they offered in the schools, so the students will have a willingness to continue their study. So one of the reason why the teachers are the one who make or implement the curriculum is that they are the one who face the students every day, so they must know everything, and they must know the needs and wants of their students. So that's the reason why they are the curriculum makers in the Philippines. So the teachers added 2 years in the senior high school, in the secondary school in the Philippines. So they think because Philippines is one of the shortest period of educational system in the world. So that's why they also engage and follow the K to 12 program of the neighboring country like United States. So the Philippines um, has now passed the international schooling standards because of the curriculum that was made by the teachers. So that was a excellent job of the teacher. So that's the reason why they are the curriculum makers in the Philippines. So now let's proceed to the curriculum and curriculum making in my chosen country, which is Nepal. So the basic school curriculum in Nepal is set a national curriculum framework, which is under currently review. So it includes standard subjects like language, mother tongue or Nepali, English, mathematics, science, social science, physical education, and other elective subjects in higher education or higher grade. So in Nepal, they only have 5 years in elementary in 2016. However, a new educational bill passed um, passed in 2016 extended the elementary educational cycle and established a new set of educational basic education that lasts for 8 years. So before, they have grade 1 to grade 5 in elementary only. Now they have grade 1 to grade 8 in elementary level. So in the Philippines, we only have 6 years in elementary, but we have 6 years in secondary also. Now let's know the um, curriculum level of the Nepal in secondary level. So in the secondary of the Nepalese, prior to the recent reforms, so in Nepal, the secondary school system was divided into 2 years of lower secondary and another 2 years for the higher secondary. So their lower secondary is grade 9 and grade 10. And the higher secondary is grade 11 and grade 12. So if we total the educational period of Nepal, they also have 12 years. So just like the Philippines, we also have the 12 years. It's just like different period in elementary, since we have 6 years and they have 8 years. So but we have 6 years also in the secondary, but they have 4 years in secondary. So it's just like the same process, the same period of educational system, but different strategy and techniques that are used. So we can say that each country have a different style of having their educational system, but each country also the same period of educational system, which is 12 years. So both countries absorb or follow the American schooling system, which is the K to 12. So let's now proceed to the curriculum making in Nepal. So today, in Nepal, local curriculum is a perfect example of decentralizing education policy in the new context of federal system. And it has also provided an opportunity to connect the student, teachers, local experts, and policymakers to create an effective teaching learning environment. So that is the the curriculum making in Nepal, where they have the decentralizing educational policy in the new federal system of Nepal. So that's the difference between the curriculum making in Nepal and in the Philippines. So in the Philippines, we have the teachers as the curriculum makers. So in Nepal, they have the decentralizing new policy of education in the federal system. So now, let's proceed to our second topic, which is the curriculum process and development. So let's now talk about the curriculum and curriculum process in the Philippines. So the curriculum development is defined as the process of selecting, organizing, evaluating, and executing the learning experiences. It is on the basis on the needs, abilities, and interests of the learners and the nature of the society or in the community. So the Philippine curriculum started on the pre-Spanish curriculum. So we knew that the Philippines, there are lots of colonizers before, there are lots of colonization that happened in the Philippines before. So some of the major subjects and subjects that are taught today are based on the colonization era, and so as the curriculum. So we undergone Spanish devised curriculum, American devised curriculum, Japanese devised curriculum. So there see that we have a lots of those countries that are colonizing us before also have curriculum in that era. So from Spanish, American, Japanese devised colonization until on this generation. So we now have the Philippine Basic Education Curriculum where 2 years are added in the educational system. So before, there are only 10 years in secondary. Now, in the whole educational system, now we have 12 years of educational system in the Philippines. So that program is called the K-12 Educational Curriculum Program. So we can see the process of the Philippine educational curriculum from Spanish devised colonization to the American colonization to Japanese colonization. We got a lot of the lessons that we learned there. We also apply in the recent curriculum. So from the pre-Spanish curriculum to the Philippine Basic Education Curriculum, now to the K-12 Education Curriculum Program. So that's the process of the educational curriculum in the Philippines. Now, let's proceed to Nepal and compare it to the Philippines. So the Nepal curriculum is generally focused on the managerial training and has a business orientation. In addition, the curriculum development process of Nepal follows standard content-based method. So we can see the difference there. So in the Philippines, we have the learning-centered based curriculum. In Nepal, they have the content-based method. So since Nepal is focusing about accountancy, and in the Philippines we are focusing on the social science, so we can see the different methods of the curriculum on both countries. So there are lots there are differences in that kind of curriculum program. Okay, so let's continue. Whereby the individual faculty members are assigned to develop courses that are based on their expertise. So they don't offer courses that are that they don't master. So in the Philippines, the teachers are the one who make the curriculum, and it is a learner-centered curriculum. So the teachers are the one who adjust to the needs and wants of the students, while in Nepal, the courses taught there are based on the faculty members. So based on the expertise of the faculty members. So they don't have a choice but to follow what courses offer in their school. So that's the difference between those two countries. This process does not permit input and or engagement from the society stakeholders or from the industry stakeholders. So let's now proceed to the student program and prospectus. So let's go. Let's tackle first about the Philippines. So in the Philippines, college program courses can have a lot of say in the employment prospects of job seekers. So it's important that incoming students like you take some time to evaluate your options, and if you made up your mind a long time ago, well, that's good. Well, that's well and good. But if you're not sure on what course to take when you're in college, so here are the prospectus that I will show you. This is the prospectus of the Bachelor of Secondary Education in the Philippines. So these are the list of the subjects that you need to undergo when you're going to get Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Filipino. So this is the prospectus that I'm going to show you. So we can see the different subjects that are going to taught in the elementary. In the first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. So each year level, like first year, there are two semesters. So in that two semesters, there are different subjects that are taught. So remember again, that is the prospectus of the Bachelor of Secondary Education in the Philippines that they offer. And now, let's go into the Nepal. We're going to see also their prospectus. So Nepal offers a program and courses like Bachelor of Computer Application, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Public Health, and many more. So let's see their prospectus. So that is the prospectus of the Nepali students that they need to get, or they need to undergo the subjects that are shown in the picture. Now, let's proceed to our last topic, which is the linkages and networking in Nepal and in the Philippines. So we're going to talk first again in the Philippines. So the school can enjoy linkages and networking in the international, national, and local organization in the community for mutual benefits and assistance needed. So in the Philippines, domestic partners and networks include the Philippine eLIB, DOST, Signet Philippines, Nutrinet, regional and provincial offices, and other government and private research agencies, state and private universities and colleges, media establishments, non-government jobs or non-government organizations, civic, religious groups, national and public officials. So those are the offices and other organizations that are the partners of the educational system or the Department of Education in the Philippines in terms of the research agency or research environment in the Philippines. So there are lots of partners, the Department of Education, to help them cater the research faculty in the Philippines. So let's now proceed to the linkages and networking of Nepal. So in Nepal, MSSW is the only agency or institute having an Australian volunteer to help to develop from the year to 2013. So every year, social workers from Australia supports the MSSW on providing them training and practices with their skills on social work practice and education and research in Nepal. So in Nepal, the National Adaptation Plan or the NAP Global Network reflects on Nepal na process to date. So prioritizing activities to be taken in the near term to report synthesis knowledge gained from the early stages of the plan's formulation. So that is the linkages and networking in Nepal and in the Philippines. So those are the differences and similarities of curriculum and curriculum making, curriculum process and development, course program and student perspectives, networking and linkages of the Philippines and Nepal. So thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.